Right. Starting to shoot off right now. We got the game on. It's a close game right now. I don't want to get no copyright, so it's gonna pull off. I'm pretty sure that y'all watching the game. It's a good game. Both teams is like 14-2, so it should be a good one. It should be a close one. So welcome to Evolution Thoughts. I'm just trying to put a quick little video out because I posted on my community post that I was gonna make sure that I get a video out for tonight. So before I get too late, I'm just trying to put one out. So sometimes you just got to do things on the fly. I was already getting like some notes to put down to like just to throw out there for the topic of my show, but we're gonna go with this one. Topic of the show is why it's so hard, or it's just the U.S. is coming difficult for the average man. And I'm just gonna get straight to it, man. It's gonna be a short video, but the U.S. is getting difficult for the average man. When you hit 65, turn this down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so when you think about it and just look at the numbers, it's really getting real hard. It's been hard for a while. People are complaining. People are just going with the flow, but it's life. Here in the U.S., people are just going with it. You got people in different states, so every state is kind of different. As far as income and the expense costs. It varies for each state, but here in Florida, you have things like, because of like the hurricanes, like if you own a house, the insurance is high. It's higher than like some of the states, like say it's higher than Georgia. Georgia ain't paying as high of house insurance because they don't really have hurricanes like that. And the property tax is a little bit higher in Florida too. So, but I was trying to look for my notes. But yeah, just if you're renting though, the rent is very high in Florida. You paying maybe like 13 something, maybe 12. You maybe get something lucky for like 1,200 or 1,100, but it's gonna come up to maybe like 1350 with if you're paying with lights. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're being modest about your light bill and the rent for a 1 bedroom, you're probably gonna be paying like 1350. So that may not seem like much, in today's time. But with the average man making $50,000 a year, that can be a challenge. That can be a challenge because after you pay taxes on that 50 grand a year, you're probably going to be looking at 35 around about 35K, maybe 38, maybe you're look about 42K, my bad. So 42K, and I believe that I did the math, that 42K, that breaks down to about maybe like 875 a week. Oh man, they going at it in this football game, but yeah, that boils down to maybe like 875 a week. And if you're looking at paying you paying around about close to 1,500 on rent alone, you're probably looking at close to like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Like your rent, it'll take you maybe like 2 weeks to pay your rent. And then if you average it like food costs is going up, you know, um, looking at gas, that could be like $300 because you gotta have a social life. You might want to go fishing on the weekend. That's the least you could do if you working 40 hours a week, even more. But we could just go with the 40 hours a week. You know what I mean? You still want to be able to go see your family on the weekend. So with the gas and insurance, because you gotta have insurance or they'll throw you in jail. Um, riding with no insurance, they'll suspend your license and then eventually you'll go to jail. And but you might have that. You might have health insurance you gotta pay for. That could be $100 something. Um, and we talking about 50 grand. That's for usually like you gotta people average that when in their 40s. You know what I'm saying? That's like $24 an hour. And that's admitted that you're not gonna start at $24 an hour when you're like 18 years old. The average man is not gonna start at $18. I mean $24 an hour until they get like a good trade. They've been like in a job like 5, 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And by that time that can be what 25, maybe you get to like 30 years old. And you still got bills after that. You know what I'm saying? You got bills after that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you fortunate to stay with your parents, or maybe you drive trucks and you're able to sleep in your truck for a while. It's going to take some kind of sacrifice. But if you caught up in a situation where you gotta pay all the bills yourself, 60% of males, um, 50, 60% of males is single status. So that means that they don't have a household helper. That don't mean that they don't mess around with no spouse. I mean like a female. I mean, I don't have like that don't mean they don't have a girlfriend, but that means that whoever he's messing with, dealing with, probably ain't contributing to a household. So um when he go to trying to put his money, his resources together, he's kind of like single status. So there's some of the stuff that really just set the average man back because of the expenses are so high. I had on my notes like exactly how much this website I went to, it really just shows like the average how much it is. Like just for a family, I think it's like 6,000 and something that you gotta have. If you're in Florida, it probably goes up, or a little bit down, depending what state you're in. But for a family, man, you know what I mean? Most men gonna want a family. Most men gonna want, you're gonna hook up with a female, and then, she might get pregnant. You know what I mean? That's just life. And once that occur, then you got a family, and that's like $6,000. So even if you are making 50 grand, let's say this lady, she can't really make that much, or she's she want to stay at home and watch the kid or something like that, and you are the breadwinner. You got to be the breadwinner. Um,